Can you be healthier 10 years from now than you are today? Today we're going to talk about some keys to healing and growth that hopefully will help you become healthier 10 years from now. So we know that that'll be the case. Our first key that we're going to talk about today is laughter, or laughing out loud. We know how important laughter is, and laughter is a good medicine. We know that literally when you laugh, there's chemicals that are released in the body that help you not only fight off disease, but handle your day-to-day stresses. And who doesn't feel better laughing? Our second key that we're going to talk about today is breathing. Now, we know that obviously breathing is very important, but I think we take it for granted. Those day-to-day, we don't think about our breathing. And what I like to teach people, especially our practice members, is to make sure that when you're breathing, we have a breathing technique where we take a deep breath in and you hold it, take a little bit more in and hold it, and then take a third breath in and hold it for as long as you can, and then release it out. What that does is that draws oxygen deep down into your lungs so you can oxygenate the cells as the blood goes through that. And obviously, oxygen is very important to the function of our bodies. Our third key that we like to talk about is liquid energy. And what I mean by liquid energy is hydration. And when people think about hydration, what they think about is drinking water. And that is very true. We want to make sure that you're drinking a good source of clean, pure water. We definitely need that. But I also want you to think about things such as raw fruits and vegetables and the vital waters that are contained within them. See, when we're eating those raw fruits and vegetables, we're also getting hydration from the water in those foods. So think about adding that in as well to make sure that you are plenty hydrated. Obviously, our body is over 60% water, so we definitely need to make sure that we have that water in there so things can flow through our body and our cells can function at 100%. Our fourth key, what we look at, is building blocks. And what I mean by that is nutrients and the foods that we eat. Now, what we tell people is if you want to be more alive than dead, you need to be eating foods that are more alive than dead. And so a key, just a real key that you can think about with this is that the closer you are to the farm, the better it is for you. And so whenever we have people who are wondering, what should I be eating, just think about this. Before you put it into your mouth, ask yourself this question: will this clog me or will this cleanse me? Will this move me towards fatness or will this move me towards fitness? And I think that we pretty much know what foods are going to do that for us. So just think about that before you put anything into your mouth. Ask yourself those questions. And if you want to be a jet, you need to have that jet fuel. The fifth key that we're looking at today is exercise, or what we call fulfillment. We need to have some kind of dynamic activity throughout the day. The reason being is, our bodies are used to what we do day to day. So literally what we need to do is we need to add some extra kind of activity onto that. Whether that is, some kind of, working out with repetitions and weights and resistance training, or some kind of cardiovascular, or even, better, both of those type of things. That's going to help your body handle your day-to-day stresses. We know that exercise is huge for things like depression and other illnesses, that exercise literally helps us function better and definitely helps us handle our day-to-day stresses. The sixth key that we want to talk about is catching your Z's, or that dynamic rest at night. Those who don't get enough sleep or are can't sleep very well, how you feel the next day. It's not fun. So the big thing is we want to make sure that we're able to get that dynamic rest at night so that we can not just go through life, but we can grow through life. And there's many ways that help you get good sleep at night. And definitely, if you have any questions about that, talk to your chiropractor. However, the one thing is if we're not getting the good sleep, that's when we do a lot of our healing, and we need to make sure that we're getting our healing during that sleep time. So when you have dynamic activity through the day, you need to balance that with dynamic rest at night. Now, our seventh key is something that we call sunshine. And obviously, it's exactly what we're talking about, getting out and getting some sunshine. At our basic level, we're all light energy. The fact is we need to bring energy in to function. And getting even 20 minutes of sun a day is huge as far as getting you to do what you need to, to function and getting that vitamin D in your body. And what we want to, this thing it's free, it's easy to do, and it's one of those things that hopefully we can get out there and get a little bit of sunshine. And you guys feel a little bit better after getting a little bit of sunshine. Our 8th key is looking at cleaning up and greening up. The one thing about this is we know that the stuff that we use to clean, chemicals, can be huge toxins and can be a huge stress in as far as what's going on. And the one thing is not only the stuff that we're using around us to clean, but the things that we're using on us, on our skin, which is one of the largest organs of the body. It absorbs these toxins and can be really harmful for your health. So take a look at what you're using to clean. Take a look at what you're using around you, as far as like cleaning materials, and also what you're using on your skin and other things that could be toxic and could be causing some major issues as far as those chemical stresses. Our 9th key is looking at positive thinking. And it's more than just positive thinking. That's the one thing is we know that what we want to do is we want to move towards something we want. We want to create something we want instead of getting away from something we don't want. And we understand that what we focus on is what we tend to bring about. So it is definitely more than positive thinking. It's also quieting our mind. We need to do that throughout the day. We need times where we literally quiet our mind and allow our bodies just to get some of that quiet time. So if you can find times throughout the day just to take your time and quiet yourself, that is great. And that'll be a huge part to handle your day-to-day stresses. Now the 10th key is looking at walking the tightrope. And what I mean by that is balance in all areas of your life. When we're looking at all the different areas of our life, whether it's family, whether it's job, whether it's spiritual, whether it's health, whether, whatever area that we need to put into our life, we need to make sure that we're spending time in all of those areas of life. Now, are we going to be completely balanced? Absolutely not. That's just, not really possible. But if we spend a little time in each area of our life, it's going to make a big difference overall in how you're handling your day-to-day stresses. And the 11th key is making sure that you have an aligned spine and a connected mind. With this, we need to know that our nervous system is functioning at 100%. And to know that, you need to know that we have a spine that is aligned and functioning at 100% so it can connect the brain and the body to do what it needs to do on a daily basis. So those are the keys to make sure that you will be healthier and happier in 10 years from now. If you have any questions about any of the lifestyle stuff that we talked about today, please ask your chiropractor. And I also want you to think of the people around you, your loved ones, your friends. Can they benefit from some of this information? Can they benefit from getting chiropractic adjustments? Please, refer them into the chiropractor that you're seeing so they can be stronger, healthier, and happier 10 years from now.